Hey everyone, welcome to Belvedere News. I'm Aaron Kortz.
And I'm Josh Wold. Our top story, a $4.3 million grant has been written for a project that will affect all 63 miles of Interstate 90 from the state line to Cook County. The Northern Illinois District of the LCMS has approved an almost 70-mile-long bike path, complete with path lighting and rest stops.
This was the second official act of the new district president, Alan Buss, right after proposing a renaming campaign for the district, changing it from the Northern Illinois District to the Extra Southern, More South Wisconsin District.
Apple is set to officially release the iOS update 11.5 this summer, which will be mandatory for all Apple phone users starting June 2018. In unrelated news, Pastor Alan Buss will no longer be able to be reached via cell phone, text, or email. Please contact him via letter at 2301 South Wolf Road in Hillside, Illinois.
Taking a turn to sports, the Green Bay Packers and the Milwaukee Brewers have officially announced their departure and disownment of longtime fan Alan Buss due to his new allegiance and position presiding over the district with both of the team's rivals, and his new apparent support of said teams. We asked Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers his thoughts on Buss's new fandom.
Very disappointing. Personally, it's frustrating. It's frustrating in the locker room. Everybody's disappointed. Toughest day of the year because it's the end.
As this beautiful summer weather approaches the state line, we want to remind you that if you need to cool off, Granite Park Ski Resort in Wausau, Wisconsin is still open with temperatures hovering around the -4-degree mark.
In finance news, Boone County is projecting to see record low stock prices and sales for Diet Mountain Dew for the rest of 2018. The marketing team is working hard on new ad campaigns to help that projected low number, and may be focusing their efforts more towards the Chicagoland area customers.
And in local news, Immanuel Belvedere, a staple of service and caring in the Belvedere area, has projected that for 2018 going forward, their service times may be dropping by almost 25%. That is almost 15 to 20 minutes less of service for each of their 5 service times throughout the week. When asked why this may be happening, Pastor Keith Richard commented, quote, "I have nothing to do with this. Pastor Buss's sermons are the perfect length. This was all written by Josh and Aaron," unquote.
Hard-hitting stuff there, Josh. Our final story of the night comes from our very own Chrissy Nix on a man whom God has used in many different and great ways.
Eyewitness News celebrates those who make a state line strong. After all the songs are sung and the prayers prayed, there is silence in the sanctuary at Immanuel Lutheran Belvedere.
We gather, and after we gather around God's good gifts, then we scatter.
As the bells fade and the pews clear, there's a message that each person takes away from the pulpit and the man standing near it for almost 18 years.
He's kept the main thing the main thing.
He has always kept the main thing the main thing.
For Pastor Alan Buss and his congregation, that's connecting people to Christ for life.
It's about Jesus, and that's why he always points to the cross, just because he's just here to help connect us to him.
It's a connection that turned into a calling at an early age for Pastor Buss.
My 8th grade teacher actually wrote on my report card, pursue work in the church.
And so he did, graduating from Concordia University in Mequon, Wisconsin, before heading to Northern California for his vicarage. In 1990, Pastor Buss led a flock of faithful in Gilbert's, Illinois, and a decade later found a new one in Belvedere.
I have learned how to be a good pastor on a good day because of the people I've served.
And they aren't just the ones in this room.
He's everywhere.
Belvedere Fire Chief Al Heiser has worked with Pastor Buss for nearly a decade as he serves as chaplain.
Pastor Buss comes to just about every ceremony that we have. Recently, we just put a new fire engine into service, and he was here for the dedication of that. He blessed it.
Now the firefighters are giving Pastor Buss their blessing.
Quite the void that you're going to create.
Well, kind of.
That's a compliment.
Because the man sitting across from them is also packing up boxes for the next move in his ministry.
For all these years, I've been saying trust God, so now I get to trust God.
Pastor Buss is taking over as the president of the Northern Illinois District of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, overseeing more than 200 churches.
You are responsible for, in some way, for some spiritual care of professional church workers, to cast a vision.
Following his final message at Immanuel, mixed emotions from those who have watched the once green and mustached minister grow their congregation in numbers and spirit.
It's a blessing in a way, but yet it's hard to see him leave.
It brings a lot of joy and also a lot of sadness.
Songs of that sentiment drowned in sounds as members look to Pastor Buss to bring in a new future for hundreds of other flocks.
They're going to be so blessed, and they're just going to enjoy all the blessings that we have had over the last 17 and a half years.
Go in peace and serve the Lord.
For Belvedere News, I'm Aaron Kortz.
And I am Josh Wold and
Immanuel, we are proud of you.